Sawanara Beauty Motor, matching number 267004. And today I with my partner Nushida binti Jismi will comment on a film titled Life of Pi.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nushida binti Jismi. My metric number 266267.
This film is all about a young man who survived a disaster at sea, is hurtled into an epic journey of adventure and discovery. While castaway, he forms an unexpected connection with another survivor, a fearsome Bengal tiger. Life of Pi is a miraculous achievement of storytelling and a landmark of visual mastery, inspired by a worldwide bestseller that many readers must have assumed was unfilmable. It is a triumph over its difficulties. It is also a moving spiritual achievement, a movie whose title could have been shortened to Life. The story begins in a small family zoo in Pondicherry, India, where the boy Pisan Molitor Patel is raised. Pisan translates from French to English as swimming pool. But in India, where many more speak English than French, his playmates of course nickname him as a P. Determined to put an end to this, he adopted the name Pi, demonstrating an uncanny ability to write down the mathematical constant that begins with 3.14 and never ends. If pi is a limitless number, that is a perfect name for a boy who seems to accept no limitations. The story involves the 227 days that its teenage hero spends drifting across the Pacific in a lifeboat with a Bengal tiger. They find themselves in the same boat after an amusing and colorful prologue, which in itself could have been enlarged into an exciting film family. Then it's expanded into a parable of survival, acceptance, and adaptation. I imagine even Yann Martel, the novel's French-Canadian author, must be delighted to see how the usual kind of Hollywood manhandling has been sidestepped by Lee's poetic idealism.
obligatory cute prologue about a precocious boy, the family decide to move from India to Canada, bringing many of the animals with them. When the tractor carrying the family hits a storm, the stage is set for the main act. Pi is left adrift on a 26-foot lifeboat lost in the Pacific Ocean, in the company of a zebra, a hyena, an orangutan, and a 450-pound Bengal tiger named Richard Parker, all vying in a grim competition for survival. It should be noted that this project has long been considered unfilmable due to the concept, as a long line of directors, including M. Night Shyamalan, were attached to the project, and every single one jumped ship. The moral of the story is pretty clear and revealed at the end when Pi is forced to tell an alternate version of the story to Japanese investigator, with a sailor with a broken leg, a French cook, Pi, and Pi's mother. Eventually, we realized that the zebra is the sailor, the hyena is the cook, and the orangutan is Pi's mother. And the tiger, Richard Parker, is actually Pi. The detail of cannibalism and savagery are gruesome. Finally, Pi simply asked the author, which story do you prefer? The character in the life of Pi, like in any dream, because film is essentially collective dreaming, are all actually components of the self. At a higher level, the tiger is Pi's primal self. The orangutan represents universal love as demonstrated by a protective mother. The brutal hyena is the malevolent cook who is the shadow. And the timid zebra is a young sailor with a broken leg, which represent the innocence of youth and the first to die. All are essential for becoming who we are. Okay, that's all from me and my partner Zawana. Thank you.